Seb has to hype up Sabo.
bro.
And after he's done, I have to talk about Dragon and how great Dragon is. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. All the clips that are probably going to come from this is terrible. But just know I'm lying. All right? I'm joking.
All right, is it on me?
Yeah.
On me?
Should I set the timer to 5?
I'm going to set one for me.
No, I got you, bro, so you don't have to worry about it.
All right, but I was going to keep looking at it. All right. Did you start it?
No, you let me know when you want to start.
It should start 2 minutes ago.
Should have started.
Should have been started. Start it, bro.
All right, right now.
All right, Sabo's the Flame Emperor, you know? Because he's training every day. And he boxed with an admiral on the first day of getting his Devil Fruit, which is very impressive. Fujitora, even though he's blind, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do any damage to him. But he fought him. And I respect that about him. He subbed in for Luffy as Lucy in the Dressrosa Coliseum. And if not for him, who knows what happens to the Devil Fruit? You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody could have ate it. Could have been Kobe or something. I don't know. Any random other person might have been able to eat this Devil Fruit. And who knows how dope that could have been, potentially. But we'll never know. Because Sabo ate it, and it's good for the story. There was no drop in his hockey strength in between him and Luffy. At Dressrosa, he was able to perform at the same levels that Luffy did prior to being subbed out.
Preach, brother.
That's really good. He survived an attack from the strongest character in the series to date in Emu, which I don't know if that's true, but I am reading off a script here, so I'll just go with it. But yeah, Emu attacked him in the throne room, and he's one of the only people that saw that throne room and survived, and that's impressive. All 5 of the Gorosei members transformed and tried to kill him and failed because he's so, like, unkillable, I guess. You get what I'm saying? He was able to escape that room. All of his subordinates were able to fight admirals at one point, just like the Whitebeard pirates. So he's basically a Yonko, essentially, if you look at it in those terms. It doesn't matter how well they did versus those admirals, just the fact that they fought them for any period of time, I suppose. Dang, I'm really struggling here. How much time we got?
You got more,
I got
bro.
a lot. I got more. Okay. He got Koala as his girl. And, like, Koala cool, you know? She got tragic backstory and all that. And she's been through a lot. But she looked dope. She got a nice little design. He got a nice fit, you know? He got a nice fit, you know? You got the top hat and the little cravat. What is that? The little handkerchief hanging down? You know what that is? No? I don't know. He uses like a pole or pipe. What is that?
It's a pipe.
It's a pipe?
Yeah,
man.
Instead of a staff.
He got a tragic backstory, just like almost 99% of people in One Piece. So it doesn't really make you much that special, but he's got one, you know? He's Luffy's brother. I think I said that earlier. He's got another brother in Stelly. Stelly kind of sucks. Sabo's better than that guy, so there's that. He has a strong bond with Luffy and Ace, although, like, it took Ace dying for him to get his memory back and amnesia. But I'm not a huge fan of amnesia as a plot point, but I think it happened in One Piece. I'm not going to say whether it worked or not, but it happened, and we're here now. He's the chief of staff of the Revolutionary Army, and that means you gotta be really strong because the Revolutionary needs strong people at the top in order for them to make any progress and headway. And they're making some headway now, right? So there's that. He's got a rebellious spirit, you know? Sabo embodies the spirit of rebellion against the oppressive world government. He fights for freedom and equality, and it makes him a compelling and inspiring character even to some people. He had an unexpected return as Luffy's brother in Dressrosa, which a lot of people didn't like. I was one of those people, I'll be honest with you. But I think over time, he's come to endear himself with the fans of even Ace and of One Piece as a whole, even if his return was jarring at times. How much time I got left, bro?
30 seconds.
Oh my God. All right. I'm really thankful, and I'm speaking from the heart now. I'm really thankful that Oda didn't decide to have Sabo just be on the chopping block to replace Ace as a Marineford captured damsel in distress. For a long time, I thought that might be the direction we were going, and the fact that we're not going there is a huge positive for me. And I think my hate for Sabo might dissipate a bit because of that. Shout out to Rob for helping me. He gave me some cliff notes to speak to. Is that it? I'm done? I bet. Sabo, man. Oh my God. I hate that dude.
Yo, can we get W's in the chat for Seb, bro?
I'm not doing that again.
He spoke very well on Sabo, even though there were some slight shots.
Yeah, there were some shots.
Yeah.
He didn't even mention his dragon martial arts.
Seb did his thing, bro. So for anybody that tries to swallow their pride, just know.
I tried, bro.
Seb tried to swallow.
What?
Tears were coming down his face, for sure.
You ready, bro?
I am.
Are you ready? I can hold the timer, bro, if you want. Feel me?
Yeah, just don't make it go off, though, just in case I go over a little bit.
Got you,
yeah.
Got you.
All right, so y'all know me, bro. When I go in, I got to write it down. So I wrote something down. I took my time, and I said, what can I say about Dragon that I love?
It's going to be harder for him.
Here's what I came up with this morning at like 7 in the morning. You can start now. Monkey D. Dragon, the goat of revolution, the bearer of all those who find their aristocracy shameful, the beacon of hope that stretches on the ends of the borders that the world government's heavenly tributes turn people into those unforgivable pirates. His name speaks so loudly that even the pirate king himself, Goldie Roger, who found the One Piece, couldn't have garnered a bounty as expensive as his. That's right, that dragon, the supreme king of the freedom fighters himself, the world's worst criminal, and the person that Sabo, the Flame Emperor, has in his corner. So, who am I to speak his name without some respect? What gives me the right? Am I even allowed to? What makes me qualified? I can't give you that answer, but maybe working towards it could pave the way for me to be this blessed enough to perform such honorable actions. Listen, this is the son of Monkey D. Garp. Now hear me out. Some would say Garp is a coward for his inaction toward the Marines and the world government. The reckless abandonment of his family for his job turned him into a submissive hypocrite who cowers in the face of odds. The forgiver of sins who only supports more sins, a walking contradiction. The tolerator of newborn babies drawn with circles on their backs during hunting games by the very people he serves. The perpetrator of the unborn babies that were slain due to possible heritage by his best friend Sengoku. This so-called hero of the Marines. Unlike Garp, who settled for legal slavery across the world and participated in its functions, the mighty Dragon has resisted. Dragon found no justice in the Marines during his time with them. He saw injustice and thought to himself, how could I ever continue to participate in this circus of truth? This mass betrayal of human decency is being labeled as justice. No, not me. I will not be my father whose compliance is deliberately given to those he despises. I, myself, will find another way out of this oppression. This suppression. This tragedy of freedom is cloaked behind selfishness and greed, regardless of their justifications. It does not fit the people, so therefore it does not fit me, for I am the people. I will be its delegate, and I will fight for all those that want to do so with me. This is my purpose. I will challenge the biggest crew of all 4 blues with scraps and make them pay the price that so many wish they could deliver themselves. So, those of you with the will to fight for freedom, let me find you. Hear my name and come forth. I will not allow you to sit back and suffer when you don't have to. You have a choice. Here and now, through me, may your deepest aspirations for freedom inspire you to fight back, to take back what you've lost. I will be your avatar, your ideology in human form, and to the world government and its residents, hear me now. Your time, it's near its end. We're coming. Our wins will change the world one of these days. If this isn't enough to feel inspired, then what will give you that? Will it take more sorrow, more pain, more injustice? Dragon wants you to feel that it's been long enough. You don't have to take it anymore. There's another way. This is why the world government deems him the biggest threat in history to their reign since Joy Boy. For it's not the strength of this individual, but his seeds of ideology that oppose theirs. An idea is like a virus, highly contagious. The smallest seed of an idea can grow. It can grow to define or destroy you. The world government knows this well, and that's why the study of world history is forbidden. It's a great taboo. Dragon went to the grave of O'Hara to see how how people are treated for this transgression firsthand. Once knowledge is gained, ideas become bulletproof. It inspires people to take arms against their governments. Given the idea that people should not be afraid of their governments, the government should be afraid of its people. They've used their paintbrushes to create arts of lies to tell the truth, while they let the pirates take the blame and cover up the truth. But regardless, it's the idea that controls. This is why Dragon will have the impact that Luffy or Garp never could. This is why he even looks completely different. He's not supposed to give you familiarity. He's supposed to give you faith. A strong belief that the world could be in better hands. So he can't waste resources. Fighting Yonkos, saving members of his faction, and even being a family man all comes second. He's chosen a life that does not permit his happiness. In a way, his happiness is a prison. Happiness to him might be the most insidious prison of all. I think this sums up Dragon pretty well. So yes, I may be a very Ace-like character in my personality, but there's never been a doubt in my mind that I wouldn't have been a revolutionary. To my core, I could never go with the grain. I can't sit back as people have been used as slave labor for the past 700 years to build a bridge for no reason. The flames within me wouldn't allow it. Dragon will be the man we are all waiting for him to be. Just give him some more time. His winds will change the world the same way the winds of the sea have pushed Luffy. So shout out to the King of Freedom. I hope you enjoyed my monologue.
Yo, throw the W's in the chat for Larry, bro. That was so much better than what I did. That was great. That was great. I believed in you more than Dragon. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Dragon need that kind of speech, make me believe in him.
He was speaking of the embodiment of what Dragon is.
Yeah, but Dragon don't be speaking enough.
I didn't use Chat GPT at all. I literally put up the Word document. I have Grammarly help me out with my words so I don't make like errors. And I just go off top, bro.
It's the difference. I was winging it pretty hard. But no, that was impressive, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
It really was. Did you find like a deeper connection with Dragon when you were writing it up, or you still just don't rock with dude?
No, it was me just putting myself in the hands of somebody that needs somebody like Dragon.
Yeah.
But also the fact that who I am as a person and what I would want from my leader. And if he doesn't come with that, then like let me take over.
Right. That's valid. There was a point there where you like veered off to like Garp shade, and I was like, I know he's circling back.
Yeah.
But, like the chat was like, yo, yeah, we just shading Garp though. And I was like, nah, he's gonna circle back. Like,
yeah.
It's tied in. There's a connection.
So
here.
my top 5 favorite movie is V for Vendetta. Like, I love it. Everything about that movie, I love. Especially V. Using some of the quotes that V had made me feel inspired to, like, find out Dragon even more, like, what he's going to bring to the story.
Yeah.
And then I also had, like, an idea being a virus. And that comes from Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And, like, how a simple idea could just change somebody overall permanently. Because that's what happened with his wife, Maul. She ended up murking herself because of this idea that she had in her head. And he put it there. That's what the world government tries to suppress all the time.
Yeah.
I took those 2 movies as inspiration, and then Dragon and his whereabouts and what he does, and like hoping this is what happens in the story.
The world government kind of shows that so much that thoughts and ideas of the ancient kingdom they killed because they didn't want that spread. But I also liked how you broke down about how the big sacrifice that Dragon is actually making. He's forsaking all personal joys or happiness of being with his family or having a family, seeing his son, being with his son, for the sake of trying to liberate everything. Like, for example, you want to go with Luffy. Luffy's in a way trying to do it both. I'm going to have my chosen family be with me on my adventure, and we're going to explore the world, right? It's, in a way, it's like Luffy's supposed to be the selfish person, but also liberated. Dragon, in a way, is supposed to be the unselfish person. I'm sacrificing any comfort of my own to help even the smallest person by helping them fight for themselves. And regardless if they choose to, because Luffy also too, for example, the big difference between Luffy and Dragon, Luffy will not help someone if they're not fighting for themselves. Dragon's the exact opposite. Dragon's like, no, I'm gonna motivate you, inspire you to fight. And if you don't even have the strength to fight for yourself or you don't want to, it's okay. I'm gonna fight for you anyway. But that's not what Luffy does. But you brought that out, that Dragon's willing to make that sacrifice for the people, and that's the kind of character he is.
Would y'all have fought for me if I gave that speech?
100%, bro.
Yeah?
100%.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt.
You know what I wanted to get to? You remember when Erwin gave his speech in Attack on Titan?
That's a leader.
I kind of wanted to go that route with Dragon in my head. Like if he gave a speech, what would it be like? So I wrote in terms of like what his mindset would be as well. And I was like, yo, like this is how I would want to get hyped, bro.
Pearl was really leading people into
pure death. Yeah,
like, you're clearly
death.
not.
Yeah, they were dying.
Your chances of living is like 2%. They were like, yeah.
And then there's sometimes Dragon does talk, and the most he's talked was on Goa Kingdom after he found Sabo, and then he like told the people the winds of change are coming. So I was like, oh, I gotta add that into like the monologue too somehow.
Oda should at least gave him like, you know how Shanks is not a lot of screen time too, but he'll have some deep sayings, right? When he protected Kobe, something. At least have Dragon do some stuff like that. Like
he
when
had
he does
one.
pop up,
I used to be a Marine. They didn't have the justice that they have on their back. Like he has a couple bars, but he don't talk enough. Like again, if he just had a speechwriter, like he would do great things, man. He'd be a. Doflamingo said a couple little things, and he was like one of the most anticipated villains in the series because of a couple lines he said
about on the Marineford War. Yeah.
Even before that, in not Loketown, the Jaya, to Bellamy's peoples. Like he just had a couple little distinct bars of dialogue, and the world was like, "Yo, I'm ready for that." So,
but I think it was also the reason why is, for example, we have this mystery around Shanks. I think he's even trying to double it with Dragon. The most mysterious person in the world right now, besides Eam and Shanks, the top three is Eam, Shanks, and Dragon. They're the most mysterious people. So I think he's trying to put it whether the less we give about Dragon, the more mysterious he's going to be.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for all the super chats that led to me and Seb's monologues.
Yeah.
Granted, we're not true fans of the characters, but we do find it a lot of fun to have done something like this. I found it fun because you guys challenged me, and I like being challenged.
Next time, I'll put in the effort. For real. For real. I was winging it pretty hard.
Hey Nakama, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. If you wish to become an official member of our channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so when we go live on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, you'll be able to catch us. And listen, don't be late to the party because we're always one fan question away from crashing out on each other. Much love, Nakama. Jana.